What's up? Today I got a little word of wisdom for you, just to let you know that, sometimes just, throughout this journey, you're going to have resistance. Things are going to come in place that's going to try to stop you from where you're trying to go. So, just my little example, my situation that I just encountered was, so I've been thinking about getting my logo, getting my slogan, different things, trademark. So I finally reached out to the trademark department. I went on Legalzoom, pretty much hired like their service to help me get my logo and stuff trademarked. And come to find out, through this whole conversation, I had already been wearing the stuff. I'm rocking it. It's called Born to Win. I mean, I got the logo printed out. I got the different color schemes. I got it printed on clothes. I'm already claiming I'm rocking it. I'm doing what I got to do, to kind of like brand it, get it out there. People can see me in it. So just this conversation I'm having with LegalZoom, I'm pretty excited trying to get this stuff just working in the process. I'm excited. So I'm on the phone and I'm telling him everything. He asked me a lot of questions. So I'm getting closer and closer to pretty much where they're going to start processing that trademark, and it's going to take, it could take up to like 6 to 9 months or even a year for it to, I guess, become official, and for them to do, the lawyers to do their research and stuff like that. But so I'm real excited about this. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm about to get this Born to Win thing going. Like I'm psyched about it because the meaning behind it, like just being born to win. Like I feel like everybody that was brought into this world was born to win. No matter how old you are, no matter your color, no matter none of that. Like I feel that everybody was put here for a reason. So it's like you born to win, regardless. Like even if you don't believe it right now, you gotta understand you born to win. So that's like the movement behind it. I'm like, yeah, man, that's it. Let's go with it. I get on the phone with them, and man, I got bad news. I got the news that I didn't want to hear, and that was that Born to Win was taken in all different like aspects. Born to Win, adding it on with a number. Born to Win spaced out, and it was spelled like BORN, the number 2, then win. The logo was nice. And at the end of the day, I come to find out that I can't do nothing with it. He told me, look, it's too many variations of Born to Win already. So, I was hurt. Like, it hit me hard because I'm like, I'm already screaming it. I got other people rocking it. I'm selling a couple shirts and stuff like that. Don't tell nobody, but well, I guess it didn't get big enough for somebody to try to come and get me no way. But anyways, I say that to say this. When I got that bad news, I mean, it kind of sat me down because I was really motivated about it. I was really inspired by, what I came up with. So I wanted to go with it. That was the first thing on my mind. I'm like, let's go. And I got that bad news. So it kind of sat me down. And guess what? It put me back to the drawing boards, which a lot of people, they get hit with some information like that when they were thinking they were going left and that road was closed for them. Then they don't have enough energy. They don't have enough strength. They don't have enough in them to say, okay, you know what? This door closed on me. Let me go ahead and go right. Let me try to right out this time. And then if that door gets closed, let me go up the middle. So I was in that situation. I was in that predicament where I had to make a decision. Either I was going to let that door close on me and say, man, I can't come up with nothing else. I don't know what else to call it, or I don't know whatever type of movement it is. But I come to the conclusion that that was only resistance. Because I wanted something so bad, it was something there to put a block on that to see how bad I really wanted it and what I was going to do in that process. Was I going to continue to go, or was I going to just stop and say, man, well, that's it. It's over. If it's not Born to Win, it's nothing. And it's a lot of people, a lot of you that get stuck or get in a situation and don't know how to push through that and just give up. But you can't do that. So for me to finish the story, me and my man Swift, he get on with me, and we both, I tell him the bad news, and he like, man, like, okay, that is bad news. But What we gonna do about it? We gotta figure something else out. So, we brainstorming, and pretty much I had some different quotes that I was already coming up with, and man, I say this, we figured it out. And now what I had the Born to Win. Yes, it was great. It was a movement. It was everything. But now what I had, because I didn't quit, because I said, you know what? I'm gonna continue to try to figure this thing out. We're gonna get something better than that. And you got to understand that it's possible, regardless what doors close on you, it's possible for you to open up another door that'll be better than the door that just closed on you. Now, fast forward from that bad news, now I got greater news. We done came up with the name. It's called JTEIL. And the meaning behind this is even stronger. Just to exist isn't living. So that's JTEIL. JTEIL. It was pretty much like a word that was made up, but when you say it, like, I can feel it. It feel like luxury. It feel like, that Gucci. That it feel like that high level thing that I was looking for. It was like Born to Win was great, but Born to Win couldn't really, some demographics, some people would look at that different. To me, it was a great movement situation, but it wasn't like something that I could stamp on a shirt that where I could charge $3,000 for, like a Gucci, like a Fendi, or something like that. Now I got this thing called JTEIL, which means just to exist isn't living. The power behind that is even greater. And now I got a better logo. I got even a more meaningful slogan, or whatever you want to call it, that's behind it now, because just to exist is not living. Because if you're just going through life day to day, doing the things that other people want you to do, but it's stuff that you don't really want to do, like going to work to that 9 to 5 every day, and you hate it. You quit every time you're on your way to that job. Doing things your parents wanted you to do, but you don't really want to do it. They tell you should go to school. You're only going to school because they wanted you to do it, but you didn't really want to do it. Like, that's not living, because you're pretty much miserable doing the things that other people want you to do, or you're doing things that you don't want to do, and you're still doing it. So you're making yourself miserable, and you're still living an average life, because those vehicles are not going to get you to where you really want to go. So I believe that we all have one life. That's it. So you should live it the way that you want to live it, and not the way that anybody else is telling you to live your life. Because if you do that, once you get older, once you start to, become a senior, where you can't do all these things, you don't have the energy like you used to have, and you start looking over your life and you say, man, I regret not trying that thing. I regret not putting that in the atmosphere. I regret not doing or living the way that I want to live. So before that happens, man, listen, you're going to get resistance. It doesn't matter. Even working a job for somebody else, guess what? You're still going to get that resistance. But why not live the way you want to live? You're already going to get resistance. So let's try something that's going to make you happy. Let's try something that's going to make your family reap the benefits, and not that company that you're working for. They reap all the benefits, but your family doesn't get anything. Because if something happens to you today, yeah, they may have that little insurance policy, but then that's it. They're gonna replace that person, put another person in position, and guess what? They're not thinking about your family anymore. So you should be thinking of building something that's gonna have your family get to the next level. You got to be thinking of something that's going to put you in position to be able to retire your parents, be able to buy your children, and never have to say no because you don't have enough money. So I just say all that to say this. With this Born to Win, I experienced the resistance of the market saying, no, you can't have that. What you going to do? Are you going to get creative and come up with something else? Resistance. You're going to get it. No matter how you live your life, you're going to feel resistance. It's whether or not you're going to stay there and be stuck, or you're going to push through. So today I'm telling you, if you feel stuck right now, if you working on something that's not going your way right now, if you got a business or if you got some type of project that you're working on that's not going your way right now, just understand that's resistance, but you can push through that. Get more creative. Come up with something new and understand that that new thing is going to outweigh and outdo the previous thing. All right, so y'all push through. Y'all already know what it is. JTEIL. Just to exist isn't living. You better know it and get on it.